Well, good early morning. It's 3:46 in the morning, 03:46. I drink too much Mountain Dew. Okay, I want to start off with an apology. One of my videos, I told you could communicate to somebody who no longer can talk, no longer use the fingers, can't even do that, or can't do that, anything like that. Can't do it. Can't do a figure, can't do that figure, nothing. All you got is a still body there. And I told you I'd put the board in the description, and I didn't do it. So I'm going to show you how the board, this is the communication board, not dementia. It doesn't work for dementia, I'm sorry. But for everybody else, you want to know what's going on up there. You want to talk between each other. Not like I'm talking to you, but in a way that it's communicative. You can do it. Here's how. Here is the board. Here is the board that I actually used with my loved one. Let me adjust that a little bit so if you can see it better. You see 1 through 6 on top. You see the valves in row 1, row 2, BFJPV, row 3, CGKQW, row 4, DHLRX, row 5, MSY, row 6, NTZ. Now, why did I do it that way? I don't know. I really don't know. My wife lost her voice and went to screaming. And I said, I can't take this. And went to the supply store. I bought this easel, I bought this board, and I bought some markers. So, how you use this board, how my wife used the board, was she could blink an eye. So, I would say, okay, start with 1. And when she blinked an eye, I stopped. Well, she blinked on 1. So I said, A, E, I. She blinked. She blinked on I. Now I had to figure out, because I did it this way, I didn't leave a message board. I'm sorry. But I would have had a message board under here. And I say, is that the subject? You know, I can be a subject. And she blink. Okay, that's the subject. So I would put I. And then I'd say, that's the subject. What's the verb? 1, 2, 3, 4. She blinked. D, H, L. She blinked. So she's L. I can think library, kinky thing, lust. I can think all kinds of things with L, so I don't know yet. So 1, she blinked. A, E, I, O, she blinked. So there's the O. Now I'm getting a little closer. All right. One, 2, B, F, J, P, V. She blinked. So now I can guess at love. Love. So I say, what do you love? Who do you love? You love what? All right. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She blinked. M, S, Y. She blinked. And I said, is that me? You? Me? And she blinked. Oh. God, that was so sweet. That was so sweet of her to tell me that. If I'm, you ain't gonna guess it. I heard a Christian guy who's preaching, his dad couldn't talk anymore. And he was in pool, he's on the side of the pool or something like that. And the preacher said, I couldn't understand my dad, but in my heart I knew. Really? With this board, you can know. This board, she said, thank you for what you are doing for me. This board, she witnessed to her brother, and he shot out of there just like that. This board with a nursing house, I had to spell out, he's mean to me. Bite that tongue. What are you going to do when your loved one strikes out against you? Go outside and yell, do jumping jacks, do something. Don't do it in front of witnesses. Don't do it in front of your loved one. Do it in front of your loved one, she's going to think, I know your card now. And my wife was narcissistic, and she just loved to see me in misery. She did. She really did. But this thing, she'd tell me, I'm in pain. Give her pain medication. This thing in his bed, this thing, she would say, I need to go number 2. All right. So I would raise her up to my height. I would put her on her side, cock her knees, and let it flow. I'd take a hot washcloth with the bowl, cut her up, 2 or 3 washcloths. Then I'd roll that the linen underneath the square, where if they wet the bed, they don't wet the whole bedding. I'd roll that up tight to her, roll her back on the other side, cock her legs again, come on this side and keep rolling that thing up with all that gunk and move it, and then take it to the stool and then throw it in the wash. So this board, even though you can't talk like I'm talking to you, you can communicate with your loved one. And that is, wow, that is from God. That is. I communicated to my loved one, my sweetheart, all the way to her last breath. That's golden. Just like the bed is needed in home caregiving, so is this board. So is this board. It's needed. Because it will drive you up the wall, man. It'll drive you up the wall. And APS will come in. You know what I'm saying? Get the out of there and get that board set up like this or some way. You don't have to do it like this, but this is the way I set it up for some reason. Who knows, my mind was kind of kooky back then days. Low on energy, low on everything. Working, trying to take care of her, trying to do, I did an employee who came in for 5 hours a day. I'd leave at 4:30 in the morning, and she came in at 10 in the morning, set till 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 10 to 3. And then I got home at 3:30 or 4. So that's how I worked up to the point of custodial care. Continuous care. Continuous care. That's, as it is a verb, continuously. That is 24/7, 365 days a year. Care 24 hours, man. It's 24 hours. No longer do they sleep 8 hours. It's constant. It's constant. I went on part time. I worked Saturday and Sunday. My children did Saturday and Sunday. And then I brought home $545. I said, this ain't going to work. But I had the power of attorney, financial. So I took her income, Social Security, paid my bills and lived off on it. I took her $545, my money, and bought her things that hospice did not bring in. Worked out well all the way to the end. It was just, God, that grinder. Just, you got nothing to give and you still got to do it. You got nothing to give. And when you ain't got nothing to give, this takes a whole heck of a lot of stress off of you. It really does. So don't be like that pastor. I'd give his name if I remember it, but I'm glad I don't remember it. Don't do it. I see I'm out of time. God bless you. Have a good day. And give me some time. Give me some questions.